Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Murad Awauda, and I'm the president and CEO of the New York Immigration Coalition. We are all here together because we are here ready to fight. We are ready to fight for New York City and every single person who calls New York City home. We're here because our city is under attack. And the attack isn't coming from the outside. It is coming from within. We are here because Mayor Eric Adams has sold us out. He has sold our city out and will continue to sell us out. We are here because we know that politicians make dirty deals. And when that happens, the people must rise up. And when the people rise up, we must demand justice. Are you ready to demand justice? Mayor Eric Adams' quid pro quo deal that he's brokered with the Trump administration is nothing short of betrayal. And I want to say this to everyone here. When he was indicted on federal criminal charges, 5 indictments, we did not ask for his resignation. And we did not because we live in this beautiful country. And it's beautiful because of all of us. Because we believe in something, and it's called due process for all. So we said, let him fight his charges. But we did not call for his resignation. Because everyone should be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Except when you say you're innocent, but then go around people's backs and do what he has just done, which is turn over the keys to New York City to Donald Trump. Shame. He is trading away our immigrant neighbors, our friends, our families, simply to save his own skin. And I know that we are all here for the same thing. And it is that Mayor Eric Adams be removed from office. He has offered up New York's most vulnerable to Trump's immigration goons in exchange for a get-out-of-jail-free card. And that ain't right. Make no mistake, Eric Adams will be Trump's puppet in New York City. He is not a leader. He is not a public servant. He is an opportunist. He was elected to serve the people of this great city, not Donald Trump. And let's be real, the courts are not going to stop him. Our politicians are not going to stop him. But we, the people, have power, right? And we, the people of New York City, must take back our city. This march is about ensuring that every one of these politicians know that they are accountable to us and not to Donald Trump or anyone else. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, putting checks on New York City is not the solution. Adams alone is the problem here. New Yorkers deserve a leader who is going to serve them. The 8 million New Yorkers who call this city home. Leaders who serve all of us from every walk of life and community in New York City. We need leaders to serve us, not Trump, and not themselves. That's right. And this is why we're here today, marching from Washington Square Park to demand that Eric Adams step down as mayor if he had any shame left in him, or be removed by the governor. That's right. Are you ready to march for that? Are you ready to march to demand that Eric Adams be removed? Are you ready to demand that Eric Adams must go? We have a very short lineup, but before we get to it, I need you all to do me a favor and take out your phones. It's going to be a quick exercise. We're taking out our phones. We're going to text the number 52886. Again, the number is 52886. And you're going to text NYC to that number. When you do, you're going to get a link. It's to a petition. When you sign it, it's going to go to the governor's office demanding she remove Eric Adams because he must go. And let her know that the people of New York City will not stand for this betrayal. That number again is 52886. And you're going to text NYIC to that number. NY, N like Nancy, Y like York, I like Indigo, C like Cat. Now, you're going to hear from a few more people before we start marching. And with that, I'd like to introduce someone who stood with us day in and day out. Someone who understands what it means to be an elected official, what it means to be a leader. Someone who represents the community I grew up in, the beautiful community of Sunset Park, the home of one of the most thriving immigrant communities that is currently under attack by this administration at the federal level and at the city level. Join me in welcoming up to the mic, Councilwoman Alexa Aviles.
Good morning, everybody. How are we feeling? So I am Councilmember Alexa Aviles representing District 38 in Brooklyn, a beautiful immigrant community. And we are so proud that Murad is the son of that community. That is the excellence that our community produces. And I have a quick thing to say as chair of the Immigration Committee at the New York City Council, who has been fighting against this mayor for 4 years now. I need you all to understand the fact pattern is clear. From the beginning, this mayor has bamboozled New Yorkers. He has said that he was a working class mayor. He produced nothing for working class people. What he produced was for his real estate friends. What he seemed to produce was for his nightlife, while New Yorkers continue to struggle. What he produced was cutting services that New York City needed, while we had a surplus in the budget every single year. And yet, he tried to act like he didn't do something. He was a gift. He was going to restore those services, like library services that we depend on, as a gift of his benevolence. His fact pattern was clear. He continued to abuse his position. Again, to befuddle people with nonsense and rhetoric. But it was clear he continued to cut services. And here we are. And while New York Immigration Coalition, while Murad did not call for his resignation because he does in fact deserve due process, for me, he betrayed New Yorkers every single year in the past 4 years. From education cuts, to healthcare cuts, to library cuts, and then said, oh, it's the immigrants' fault. So not only is this fact pattern demonstrating his disdain for New Yorkers, his disdain for immigrant New Yorkers, for newcomers that he both was trying to be benevolent with and then blame them for every ailment in New York City that created hatred in our communities. He has now done the last straw. And in clear memo, you see that Eric Adams has traded immigrant New Yorkers to save himself. This is not conjecture, y'all. This is not interpretation. This is abundantly clear. And this is what we need the media to understand, that he is fundamentally compromised. And when you cannot represent this community and you are not standing strong in the midst of attacks, you should no longer be here. So I stand with everyone here to say Eric Adams must be removed. Renuncia Eric Adams. Eric Adams está vendido a este gobierno federal que es un gobierno racista que no quiere los inmigrantes. So tenemos un mensaje para nuestra comunidad. Nosotros somos fuertes, unidos y vamos a luchar contra este racismo y vamos a protegernos. Y este alcalde no ha vendido a nuestra comunidad. So, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Que se vaya, que Eric Adams renuncia, y si él se queda, we will vote him out. Thank you, y'all.
Let's give it up for our councilwoman. Keep that energy going and help me welcome to the mic our sister, Yaneri Cruz, the Director of Advocacy at the New York Transgender Advocacy Group.
Good afternoon, y'all. We are here today because we refuse to remain silent while the most marginalized communities within us are under attack. We refuse to stand by while policies that should protect all New Yorkers are harming the most vulnerable amongst us. New York City has long been a sanctuary for those seeking safety, a place where immigrants, asylum seekers, and marginalized people have found community and opportunity, and we will continue to protect that. But this administration's actions have not been what we expect of the city that says that they're safe and they're inclusionary. For trans and gender nonconforming immigrants, the stakes are just as high. Many flee their home countries to survive, escaping anti-LGBT violence, only to arrive to a city that still has much work to do to ensure their safety. But let me be clear, an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. Housing justice is an immigrant issue. Over-policing and police violence is an immigrant issue. Healthcare access, or the lack thereof, is an immigrant issue. And LGBT rights are an immigrant issue as well. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When trans lives are under attack, what do we do? This is why we must stand together, because when we are divided, we're more vulnerable. And when we stand together, we stand in numbers and we stand stronger. We need leadership that works for the people, not against them, that invests in housing and healthcare and human dignity and not criminalization and cuts. A la comunidad latina, esta administración está llenando nuestros barrios latinas con ICE. Perfilándonos por nuestra piel, perfilándonos por hablar español y ser orgullosas sobre nuestra cultura, deteniendo hasta nuestros ciudadanos también. Estas acciones crean miedo y ponen en peligro a nuestras comunidades más vulnerables. A la comunidad latina, las luchas queer y latinas son unos mismas. Porque tu lucha es mi lucha y mi lucha es tu lucha. Gracias.
Thank you. Next up, join me in welcoming up to the mic Julio Herrera, a director with the Black Institute.
Good afternoon. My name is Julio Cesar Herrera, and I'm the Director of Operations for the Black Institute and Black Leadership Action Coalition. Y mi gente, estamos hartos. We're tired. We're angry. While our communities live in fear, we have a mayor who's cozying up to the Trump administration, smiling and grinning, while the border czar is threatening to destroy our families and destroy our communities. Eric Adams has proven himself to be a liability and a detriment to our city. He's proven incapable and unfit to serve. This is a man who cares more for ego than public service. That's right. Governor Hochul, this is your chance. Prove to us you are fit to lead. With Trump, with President 47, there's no room for compromise, no room to be meek. The people who hired you demand you to take action. Grow a spine. Do the job we hired you to do. The more you delay, the more this man hurts our people, hurts our communities, while ICE comes in and rips us apart.
That's right.
Para mi comunidad latina, quédese fuerte. Por la comunidad de Bushwick, Sunset Park, East Elmhurst, Flatbush, we are here. We stay strong. Estamos seguros juntos. Gracias.
Let's give it up for Julio. Next up, let's give a wild welcome to one of our own at the New York Immigration Coalition, someone who continues to show up for our communities day in, day out, Ace Sutherland, our Director of Organizing and Strategy.
To uplift certain communities right now. Because this rally is supposed to be intersectional, right? So let's highlight some people. Can I have my Haitian people come up? It's gonna make us prevail through this fight, right? So when I say, what do we do when Haitians are under attack? What do we do when trans people are under attack? What do we do when our Palestinians are under attack? What do we do when our immigrants are under attack? I want to make sure that every single time we're out here fighting for one community, we fight for every community. You know what I'm saying? This is not a single issue activist fight. This is a multi-issue activist fight, and we will not go anywhere when we stand in silos. So if there's anything that you need to promise me and the New York Immigration Coalition, is that you will fight for more than immigrants, all right? Because immigrants, just like Yaneri said, they can be so many other things. Immigrants can be trans, they can be queer, they can be disabled, we can be it all. And I stand in front of you as a beautiful, handsome Jamaican immigrant myself that uses they, them pronouns. And there are so many little kids like me that will never have the opportunity to stand up here because of Eric Adams and his bullshit. Right? So I ask you this, when you leave today, when you go through every single day after this, fight for the little Ace that you see and you know and you may not know yet, all right? So let's do one more chant before I get off because I get paid to do this, right? When Haitians are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When Palestinians are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When trans people are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When Eric Adams is attacking our communities, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Let's give it up for Ace.
That says that we fight back. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to win? Yeah. Are you ready to take our city back? Yeah. Every single day we have been out in freezing weather. We were on City Hall. We were at Governor Hochul's office. Yesterday, 6 people were arrested blockading the doors to the governor's office to say we will not take this and we will not step down until Eric Adams is removed. Is that right? Is that right? What do we want? Adams out. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? I said, what do we want? When do we want it? All right, now, the governor just yesterday said that we don't need to worry about Eric Adams being removed. We just need more oversight. Oversight, listen to this, of the state over our city. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? And now, as I was coming here just this morning, I'm gonna pull something up. The New York Times says, facing Trump's threats, New York's governor adopts a Rambo attitude. Do we think Kathy Hochul is acting like Rambo in this moment? No! Do we think Kathy Hochul is acting like Rambo? No! Actually, right here, you're gonna see this. We think she's more like spineless Kathy. Is that not right? Because what we need in this moment, we are fighting Donald Trump in the White House. We have Eric Adams here canoodling with ICE, opening up our city to deport families that keep this city running, and we need a governor who actually fights back. Is that right? Is that right? Do we need spineless Kathy? No. So on Thursday, everyone, we are going to be at City Hall at noon. At Foley Square, forgive me, thank you, Pete, right there, Foley Square. We are unveiling a new prop and a new name that really shows where our governor is at in this moment, and it's called Spineless Kathy. What we need is somebody who stands up to Donald Trump by not just removing Eric Adams, but by passing New York for all to make sure that no municipality is collaborating with ICE and that we as New York City are maintaining a sanctuary city status. We need to make sure that she is fighting Trump's fossil fuel interests and actually enacting real bold climate legislation. We need affordable housing. We need to be able to actually afford to live in this city that we keep running. Does Donald Trump keep this city running? No. Does Donald Trump keep this city running? Who keeps this city running? We do. We do. Now when I say Adams, you say out. Adams. Adams. When our city is under attack, I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When our children's lives are under attack, I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When immigrants' lives are under attack, I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. That's right, y'all. Let's get it done. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, join me in welcoming up to the mic someone who is New York State Senator Kristen Gonzalez.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are we feeling today? Good? That's right. Sun is shining. We know we're here for the right reasons. It is an honor to be here. My name is Kristen Gonzalez. I'm the state senator for District 59 in Queens. We got Queens in the house? All right. Brooklyn. We got Brooklyn in the house? And Manhattan. We got Manhattan in the house? All right. I know one of the best, truly with the best organizers. I'm here as the youngest woman ever elected to the state Senate. And I ran for office because I saw that the Democratic Party time and time again has failed us. And in this moment, our inability to call out that it is wrong for a felon president to compromise an indicted mayor to sell out our city and our refusal to remove him, that's a failure. We cannot, in good conscience, ask all of us to show up for our city and our party when we, as elected leaders, have not taken the right steps to remove a compromised mayor. So I am here because I am committed to fighting within the party to make sure that we are calling on our governor and certainly calling on the city council to also come out with the inability committee, because this is a critical moment. When we have to remind our mayor that he cannot break the law by letting ICE into Rikers and so much more, when a lot of my time is spent as the representative for NYU Langone, reminding them they cannot break the law by selling out the trans community, we are seeing the symptoms of a democracy under threat. So I want to thank each and every one of you here, because in the absence of leadership, you are showing real leadership. You are showing up for our city. You are showing up for our immigrant community. You are showing up for our trans community and every other marginalized group that is on the line right now. So I am ready to work with all of you to make sure we get a new mayor. We get Adam Adams out, right? That we pass the New York for All Act. That we pass the Access to Representation Act. And that we keep our city this beautiful, diverse immigrant city it has always been. Because I am not ready to sell out our future. I am not ready to give up on all of us. And when I see you here today, I know that collectively we have the power to win the city we deserve. So thank you all so much again. And thank you to the New York Immigration Coalition for organizing this. Thank you.
Let's give it up one more time for our senator. The program is coming to a close, but we got one more speaker and then some instructions. So next up, join me in welcoming up to the mic Albert Fox Khan, the Executive Director of the Surveillance Oversight Technology Project.
Thank you, Murad. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Albert Fox Khan. I'm the Executive Director of the Surveillance Technology Oversight Project. And I have to be honest, I don't want to be here. It's cold, it's the weekend, but I had to be here. I had to be. We have a president who doesn't think the law matters. A mayor who thinks the law doesn't matter. But we know the law has to matter. And we know that Kathy Hochul has the right, has the duty, has the obligation under New York law to remove Eric Adams from his job. It is so disappointing that our mayor sold putting New Yorkers on a plane to Guantanamo just because he wanted an upgrade to business class. Well, no, Eric Adams, you're...
Hey, ho, ho! Eric Adams has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Eric has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Eric Adams has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Eric Adams has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
allow Eric Adams to sell New York City out. So give it up to yourselves one time. So stay connected, and thank you all for coming out. And one last time, give it up for everyone who made this march happen. Thank you.
Democracy!